You finna run it back? We got a remix?
Yeah, I was gonna remix it. You know what I'm saying? Get it back on, but there we go. How we feeling?
I'm glad I'm off today.
All right, I see.
I'm glad I'm off today.
Yeah. Jay, what the hell is you watching back there?
I'm trying to get my my screensaver set.
You trying? Okay.
But I'm good though. No complaints. My stomach a little off, but I'm alright.
Yeah. How you doing, Nicole?
I'm all right. Like I said.
What's going on, Shaka?
Shaka Dawn.
How was your
Happy
week,
New
Nicole?
Year.
Happy New Year. We didn't even start off with that. We a brand new year. Still got the same intro.
2023, yeah.
Somebody sound like they can do better. They feel like because they put a little dumps together. Now they did their part. They can't do nothing else. Probably the only one that got the most time to do it.
Shaka say the March is the new year for her.
You making beats, you got time.
Hey man, I got 3 kids.
Hey man, I got 3 kids.
Yeah, 3 kids.
My niece and nephew back back home.
Oh yeah. Did
No.
Tristan call you?
No.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I called and nudged them, and they was like, "Dang, Uncle Nell here? Yeah, he moved back. So call him, man. We might not be able to go." I said he ain't trying. He busy. But how you gonna go there and not call him? You right. But how I'ma call him now? He gonna know you told me to call.
Happy New Year, Miss Johnson.
Happy New Year.
I went by Auntie's house, and she was like, "You see your niece and nephew?" I'm like, "Nah, they ain't called. Let me know." She was like, "They ain't called you." I'm like, "Nope, they ain't called me nothing at all."
He was shame.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep telling him that. I'm like, so what? I said, if you don't call, it's gonna be worse. Go and get the little cussing out.
Yep. Go and get it. If nothing else, we'd have rolled down on them. So,
see.
Well, other than that, my week been good. Ain't too much nothing happening. Just work with me right now. Going into with the new year springing up, just trying to get stuff in order and fix out some other stuff. I spent a couple of days checking in because I was like getting messages about people saying crazy stuff on podcasts. Like it was my first time watching that. What's the broad name? Amber Rose. Is that her name?
Oh, she had a podcast?
No, well, I don't know if she has one. She was on Drink Champs with this is right around Christmas. She was on Drink Champs and Murder Mook and Lux was on there. And they got into an argument about like her and like I think it was some lyrics that Murder Mook did in a freestyle, and she started telling them how they shouldn't be, how they supposed to keep women, stay out of women business about their bodies. It was real. It was a crazy podcast. I didn't agree with Amber, but of course I didn't think I would on that. I watched Dr. Umar's interview on the Breakfast Club, the latest one, because he has a couple on there. I watched the latest one on the Breakfast Club. I think out of all the ones I've seen with him on there, this one was a little more I don't want to say informative, but I think I like this one better than most of them. I didn't like how it was ending with I didn't like the part about him and how his views on Deion Sanders, because I think in my head how it came out to me was it was his personal opinion, and he was trying to use that as everybody should feel that way on his personal opinion about why Deion Sanders handled the Jackson State and Colorado issue that they were having. But other than that, I think it was cool. I like the fact that he finally got his school going. You know what I'm saying? That they should probably be right on point right now already. They still probably got to get in funding to put their curriculum in, but the building should be ready to try to house people with. I think probably because by the time of that interview,
this was a few weeks before Christmas.
Right. So by the time of that, they was almost like at the end. So they might be ready right about now to start housing people in. So I'm happy that he got that part done. So Happy New Year, Miss Kelly. How are you? And so with that,
Happy New Year.
That's what I spend most of my week doing, like just going over, just doing market research, going over podcasts, checking out other podcasts, going back looking at ours over at the tattoo shop and stuff of that nature. So with that, anything else that y'all saw that y'all want to talk about before we move around with it being the new year?
I don't know if we want to get into it right away, but this that whole Keith Murray thing has been crazy. It's been crazy.
I watched that clip of the one with him. The
one about Shauna?
Yes. He looked like a crackhead in that clip.
And all the clips that he had. That's the one where he had the town, right?
Yeah. And he got up and was acting out and tough, and you know what I'm saying? He was, he looked like he was substance abusing that. So I mean,
yeah, I just watched that one.
So what's funny is, one, I think it is distasteful, right? You don't want to do it the way that he did it. You know what I mean? It's one thing to talk about being somebody, but to do it the way that he did it was extremely distasteful. But I've been seeing like a lot of people talking about it, and they're saying like it's real chatty patty-ish. Like, when did men start talking about the women that they've been with? And I'm like, that's not a new concept. Like, niggas do it all the time. It's just acceptable.
Maybe just put it in a song.
It's acceptable for some and not for others.
So, I think the issue with him is how he did it too.
I agree. Like I said,
he was real BET uncut with
it. The description wasn't bad to me. I think it was like, even when he talked about Foxy Brown, it was the involvement of other people, right? It's one thing to speak about your experience, because just as much as it was hers, it was his. If this shit really happened, we don't know for sure. But if this really happened, it was his experience just like hers. It's one thing to talk about the shit. It's another thing when you start throwing people's names out there, especially when you're talking 15, 20 years ago. People's whole lives didn't change. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if that woman married, what her kids, you know what I'm saying, doing, or how her husband feel about that, family members. It's a lot of shit that go into that. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's a certain way that you could go about speaking about your life story without throwing people under the bus. I thought that was kind of fucked up. He
could have just said, like, I had some dealing with Shauna, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, and she never let me hit.
The thing is, though, to me, I don't even have to say their name.
He didn't even have to say nothing. I was watching. Didn't even understand why that was brought up.
That had nothing to do with the question that was asked.
The question was about Ludacris.
That had zero to do with the question that was asked.
Yeah, so he took that and went the total opposite way with that. So, but I mean, like I say, it looks like he has a substance abuse issue, and it's been put out now. Like, it had been put out over the past that he has had a substance abuse issue. So, And it's probably like a typical person with that affliction. It comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? They get cleaned up for a minute, then they get right, then you fall back off. And he's always been kind of eccentric, even when he first hit the scene. You know what I'm saying? And that was the draw to him and his music. And then he was animated all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what drew people into him. So, I wouldn't interview. Well, I mean, I would interview him. I would.
I was going to say, yeah, you definitely want to interview him.
Only person I wouldn't interview is Charleston White.
No, I saw some shit from him. Speaking of him, I just saw some shit from him. But the thing with him is he gets beyond disrespectful. Like I saw some shit where he was arguing with this guy, and the guy was like, "Man, on my daughter, when I see you," that man said, "Fuck that bitch." Said when she get older, we gonna fuck her. I said, "What?"
Yeah. Yes, I don't really go for him. He gets a little too much because of the fact he understands that the law protects you to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? As long as he doesn't get physical with you. So he'll try to drive you to that point and say a bunch of stuff. And then he'll make threats too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a gun, nigga, I'll do this and that there. And then the minute you look like you're gonna do something to him, I'm gonna call the police on you. I'm a citizen. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't like him, I never would probably. But anybody else's, I'm cool with interviewing anybody else, talking to him. And maybe I can interview him like if it was over the internet or something where I could just turn his ass off, or, you know what I'm saying, mute him or whatever. But to have him in studio with me, because I would put hands on him.
I don't think there's anything beneficial tied to him but clicks. That's it. There's no viable information that comes from him. There isn't the only draw to having him as a guest would be that he's gonna say something stupid and people are gonna gravitate to it because they kind of looking for the next dumb thing he says. So I mean, like that's the only beneficial reason to have him on anybody's show for that matter.
Yeah. So, but with that, we'll work on that going into the new year. Everybody, how's y'all new year going so far? What y'all got planned for the new year? I want to talk about y'all goals, resolutions. If y'all still do resolutions, don't I mean?
Well, before we go into that, then real quick, what do y'all think about Gabrielle Union?
I like her.
I was liking her too, but I'm like side-eyeing her now. I was getting a little bit of, okay, she's kind of a mean girl, right? She can be a mean girl, hearing bits and stuff or whatever. But then I heard a story of advice she had given Aisha Curry. Did you read it? The article that I posted?
Yeah.
I didn't read the whole article, but I had knew about it when she told her to go ahead. She told both of them. It wasn't just Aisha.
Right.
She told
that's
both
what I'm saying.
of them
The
to go sleep
Currys
with other people. Yeah.
And so I was just kind of like, dang, and then this news story that's flirting around how she felt entitled to cheat because she was the breadwinner, which wasn't all the way true. She felt entitled to cheat because she was the breadwinner after he cheated. So I can kind of understand that. I'm paying everything and you got the nerve to be out here cheating. I'm the one that should be able to cheat. So I can understand that.
Why you just won't leave? You can.
Obviously they did.
So are you condoning cheating if I'm the
No, I'm not condoning cheating at all. But I'm saying I understand. People are like, she felt entitled because she weighing the money, trying to make this a woman thing, and women with money always think they could do it. They're trying to make it into that. But I kind of wants like what actually happened is not. She didn't feel entitled to cheat because she's the breadwinner. She felt like because after he cheated, it's almost like the audacity. Doesn't make it right. Nobody should cheat.
It sound like because she was making the money, she thought she had the right to cheat.
I'll say this. Maybe she did feel like I should have the right to cheat because I make the money. I'm not cheating, but if anybody gonna cheat, it should be me.
We got 2 goals in here to lose weight. Is that a big thing, losing weight?
That's always a big thing.
Miss Kelly says she want to lose the weight she gained over the holiday. How much weight is that? Back to why she you said that's a personal question?
Yeah.
The weight that she gained. I didn't ask how much she weighs.
Yeah, but it's still a personal question.
I don't think how much you gain. No.
She put it in there. She want to lose the weight she gained over the holiday. Only reason I'm asking because I figure over the holiday they can't be no more than 5 pounds, maybe 7.
You don't know her eating habits.
This is true, but I mean she ain't gained 100 pounds over the holiday. You ain't gained no damn 20 pounds over the holiday.
Holidays started in November. You know that, right?
Oh damn! No, I'm thinking Christmas and. Okay. All right. Okay.
This guy.
My bad.
My bad.
The COVID wait. How long COVID been over with, man? Come on, now we gotta stop.
It ain't over.
COVID.
Two of
COVID
my
is not
coworkers
over.
got it right now.
COVID ain't
People
over.
gonna keep getting it. It's the flu now. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. We gotta stop blaming stuff on COVID now.
What there is legitimacy to being at home in the house, and yes, things are a little bit more open than they have been before, but there's still legitimacy to that whole COVID weight, and along with the COVID depression too. Like it's legit.
Little Nell's looking to lose 20 pounds also.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna throw 20 in there too.
I'm actually in a weight loss challenge to lose 20 pounds in 8 weeks.
2 months.
Yeah.
That's feasible, especially with the way you're gonna be working out.
Yeah.
If you eat right.
That's one of my goals. One of my things on my vision list is to I won't say change my eating, but it's to do better with my eating habits. I'm saying I have to introduce more vegetables into my nutrition, because I have been horrible with vegetables ever since that bout with tonsillitis. When I come back from having tonsillitis, I think I might have ate a vegetable once since then. Once. And that was like recently. No carbs or sugar. Is that for yourself, Miss Kelly, or that's what you're telling me? Because I ain't going.
Gotta have me some bread.
Gotta have me some bread. And it's a misconception that people think you have to cut out carbs in order to lose fat. Me and my sister, what, Michael? How you feeling, man?
Michael.
Oh, that's for her. See, little Nell, he all carbs and sugar. I will cut back on my sugar intake because I do eat a lot of bread, and bread turns into sugar also with that. So, we got to help Nicole with her vision board. Nicole, you got some paper?
So, that's what I was saying before we cut in. Lisa actually sent me like a list of stuff when somebody was helping her. So I kind of I do have some paper, for, just so that you know. But I know some things, but I still don't. Yeah, I'm still a little lost.
Who's this lemonade for, Shaka? I drink a ton of that. I drink a ton of lemonade. I'm telling you now, with my nutrition, the issue I do have with my nutrition, sugar-wise, now I've cut back on sweets like pastries. The only time I really do cookies and stuff is when I'm over at my cousin's house, because they always have cookies in it after they go to the grocery store just to buy cookies. So when I come over there, they're there. So I've cut back. I eat like maybe 2 or 3 cookies when I'm over there. But my major issue is lemonade and bread, I think, really. When it comes to my sugar intake, most of my sugar intake comes from what I drink. Like I drink a lot of lemonade, Arizona teas. I drink them Arizonas because they cheap. It's in a $1 when you're in the store. I drink a ton of them. And then anywhere I go, if you say it's lemonade, I probably like raspberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, blackberry lemonade, mango lemonade. I'm a lemonade you to death. Other than that, so I'll fix that part and introduce more vegetables. That's my goal, nutrition wise, is to cut back on my sugar, introduce more vegetables into my nutrition, and then I think I'll be okay with that. I don't have to really change. I'm cutting out fried foods, but I do that every now and then anyway. I can't get like Jay just yet. Jay won't eat any red meat, period. He don't eat nothing but chicken and fish. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't made him extra slim anyway, so I figured I might as well.
Damn, that was
chicken, fish, and turkey. He eats chicken, fish, and turkey.
That's all I eat. Chicken, fish, and turkey.
No other. He can't even eat shrimp.
No, I'm allergic.
So with that, we can go through. Let's do some vision stuff. See what we're gonna go. Have a conversation with the nation, and see if we can help Nicole get her thoughts about what she want to do going into the new year. Ooh, had some primo prime rib last night. Oh, we know where you got that from. Yeah. Nicole, you good?
Mm-hmm.
So let's we gotta get our homework going. No glizzies for Jade. Now I don't eat glizzies neither.
What's a glizzy?
A hot
Hot
dog.
dog. Hot dog is
Oh,
Polish. I'm saying,
Any penis shaped food.
yeah. Do you know what though? Why you know
I do eat veggies. What is Michael talking about? I do eat veggies. I eat collard greens. I eat corn. I eat
I was told corn
asparagus.
not a vegetable because that's my go-to when they say I don't eat vegetables.
Oh, I eat asparagus. I eat broccoli.
You eat
I just
squash?
finished eating a salad. I eat cucumbers.
Yeah, but the salad ain't really now because you probably eating the salad
No, I
with
eat
iceberg lettuce.
romaine. No, romaine or spinach. Thank you.
You eat spinach?
Only with salad. I ain't gonna just cook none.
Oh, okay. All right. So now, Nicole, you want to do your you want to do this
Now
big
y'all go
board your
first. Give
quarters?
me inspiration.
Jay's
Then I
probably
can
got this.
say,
Do you have a
oh,
board? Did
okay.
you do a board? You and your wife?
It's in my living room. I ain't
You
going to
could
get.
go get it. We'll wait.
How big is this board you did?
I'm not going to get
No,
it.
Michael, we're not going to talk about you and these glizzies. So,
It's
Are you
not
not gonna
all the
go
way
get it, Jay?
because it's not all the way finished. We still putting stuff on it.
how y'all doing y'all board? So, are you doing your board like a one thing for the year? Y'all cut it up into like
It's
quarters?
one
What's
thing for the year. So like I got this book and I used this book to put the shit in there. So it has like basically clip arts you can get off that offline or whatever. And a lot of it is like pertaining to like there's a page for like home buying, business starting, lucrative ideas, money itself, cars. It's typical man shit. Um, but basically just took the things that actually resonated with me and cut them out and put them on the board. And then obviously like the houses were like the style of home I want. So like they have
Crunch
like
waters.
modern homes, modern style homes. So I was like, okay, yeah, I want something like that. Threw that on there. Gave myself a goal. Okay, we'll have a house by the end of 2023. We'll have a modern style home by 2027. Shit like that.
okay? My list because I didn't do a board for everybody because of the fact I think I had so much stuff floating around in my head. I kind of did my Indy as just like a list of things to get done. I tried to kind of separate them into quarters or at least like short-term goals for the year, like certain things I got them broke down. So like with weight loss, because mine is also broken down into um, personal and professional on there, things like that. So I did like my weight loss is more toward that first quarter because like I did get into that challenge for that. Yeah, that's what iceberg lettuce is. It's crunch water. So I did my that. I got my nutrition is into my first quarter. Like let me see my book here. Yeah, so I got fitness goals in. One of my bigger things is personal, but it goes personal and it's it translates personal and over professional is a social media presence. On both of my basically lists, one of my goals for the year 2023 is to have more of a social media presence. That even things about fixing my social media pages. So like on my Instagram, my bio on there is real bland. It's not in it. My posts are lacking, and I know that my posts are lacking, so I need to get those up. I'm also in a challenge with I don't know if they want me to tell their name, but one of our viewers for followers on Instagram to get a certain number of followers in a certain amount of time. So we're helping each other. We're challenging each other for that. I got a goal for my social media for a minimum amount of posts to start with a minimum number of posts in the first quarter, and then for throughout the year to just bump it up, to ramp it up when the more comfortable I get doing it. Oh, there you go. Shaka says it's her. Yeah. So I have that going. I do have a financial goal for the end of the year. Professional travel. I do travel now. The thing is, I was supposed to be actually have a trip in a couple weeks, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it because my passport has not come back. So I'm gonna have to push that. So then, but the third and fourth quarter is when I want to do some travel, some heavy travel. And so with that, do I need to go and break down like my whole list for y'all, something like that, or just kind of cursory?
Cursory. I think it's high level. I'm pretty sure your list got a lot of shit on it. You take the whole hour.
It got a lot of my list got a lot of stuff on it. It got a lot of stuff on it. Personal. That's basically what we got personal. So now I figure let's help Nicole. Minimum, yeah, in there. I got it out. You waited too long to type it. What you got? What you got? You think you need personal goals, Nicole?
Okay, so here's the things I know that I want to do this year, right?
Okay.
I know I want to have a closer relationship with God. I want to be able
Closer
than what I have.
I thought you were pretty close.
So I want to be able to um I want to be able to I want to learn more scriptures so that I can help people cope with certain things and just know, hey, you need to read this, or maybe even say, hey, blah, 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 blah. Right now, I feel like, yeah, I can have a decent little conversation with somebody about some things, but not really. I don't think I would not volunteer to debate somebody because a lot of people, most people that don't believe in God know the Bible, right? So they can manipulate certain things and make it seem like when I talk to people that know the Bible, right, and believe in the Bible, and people will say, oh, it contradicts itself because of blah, 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 blah. They're able to explain why it doesn't, right?
No, but okay.
I believe they do because I'll just say for me, when I hear it, it's like, okay, that makes sense. I want to be able to defend the Bible. I don't feel like I can fully defend it, right?
Okay. All right.
Um,
What's next on this list?
I say this every year, so I need to double down. I need to get more proficient in my bass playing.
You know what? I want to learn how to play the lead, but it's contingent on me going to Mississippi. So, I mean, because the thing is, your pops, he got like 3 guitars. And he told me I can get one, but I have to come. Like, he ain't going to bring it when he come up here.
Yeah, because y'all supposed to be down there now. He since his truck fixed,
Work.
he trying to get this island done.
We I might be able to go in like 2 weeks instead of me going on the trip I was supposed to go to because I ain't got my passport. We might just ride down there then. I was supposed to have been gone. Like, actually, this is the week we were supposed to be there. But when my truck was down, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, work had slowed up. So we had wrapping up, getting stuff finished up. So with that. Okay, so bass playing.
Closer with God.
And I mean, like, it's easy to just say, I want to be financially secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I ain't gonna say financially secure, financially free, right? Because I was serious when I said I want to be a socialite.
I think, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I think
Spit it out.
I'm too old now. I done missed it.
No. This is something totally different. I mean, this in my thought, to me right now, it seems like instead of that first thing being, I want to have a closer walk with God, I want to be closer to God. It seems like you need to have a closer relationship with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes out to see what it is that you want to accomplish for the year or things personally, not on a professional level, on a business level, it was like hard. It's hard for you to figure it out, to get that out.
Well, see, I think, and it's just me, I think if I have a better personal relationship with God, because a lot of times we try to figure out what we want to do, and it might not be what God has for us.
I didn't want to get into this conversation.
I I knew that was coming.
So I'm just saying for me, I feel like if I have a better relationship with God, a personal relationship with God, I would know what my purpose is. I would know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay, I'll take that and I'm gonna leave it at that. So, but that's the easiest fix of everything that you want to do.
Because I don't understand what people say. What steps would I take for in, in your opinion, to know myself better? I don't even understand what that means.
Read your Bible.
Honestly. Huh?
Read your Bible.
No, you said you don't want to go that route. I'm talking about you. You said before
No, no,
getting to
no, no,
know
no, no,
God.
no. I was saying I didn't want to go that route for a different conversation from something that you said. I'm cool with that, and I'm cool with your answer because guess what your answer said? Your answer told me that in your sphere, that if you get a closer relationship with God, that will give you a deeper understanding of yourself. So to me, I'm satisfied with that. So what I'm
But that's not
saying
what I'm
was,
asking you. Not for me, for anybody else, because I hear it a lot when people say you have to know yourself. Like, okay, like with Lauryn Hill, right? I just saw a video of Lauryn Hill, right? And the reason, and this is one of the reasons, I'm not gonna say one of the reasons, but I felt her when she was in concert and she was telling her audience, how, y'all don't know me. Y'all just getting to know me. I'm just getting to know myself. And that's because she is more spiritual. And now she's beginning to know who she is. You know what I mean? I got to reintroduce myself to my friends and family, So now that she's on this different walk, you know what I mean? But for people that's not religious, because a lot of people say all the time, get to know yourself, blah, 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 blah. How do you do that?
some
Got,
people need help.
like how?
Some people need help. I mean, like we talked about, some people it might take therapy. Some people it takes an outside source if you're not able to just be honest. Like a lot of times when you don't know yourself or to get to know yourself, it takes a level of honesty and transparency that you have to have with yourself. And a lot of people are not honest with themselves, certain things. So yeah, I think you would need outside help.
I don't think that a lot of people aren't honest with themselves. I think a lot of people don't take themselves at face value. So I mean, I guess it
We,
is not being honest to yourself, because
yeah.
I mean, you are the only person that you can't lie to you. Like you see you every day. The mirror stares back at you every day. You know all your faults. You know all your shortcomings. You know everything about you that makes other people tweak. That make you tweak. It's just a matter of one having the will to change those things, right? Because we also fall back on this is just who I am. When in all actuality, it may just be a habit that you fell into, and it's not necessarily who you really are. So
I think the thing about that is though, is I say when I say people a lot of they self or the word around them is the fact of saying that when you know yourself is okay, we got a certain person, me and you both know what I'm talking about, who is not a morning person. You know what I'm saying? But they'll tell a person in a heartbeat, like we have an appointment at 9 in the morning, and that person, oh, I'm gonna be there at 9 in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna be there at 9. And everybody in the continental US know that person ain't gonna get there till 11:30. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But that's one of them. I know myself, but instead of being honest about it, say, hey, I ain't gonna make it at that time. Because the first step is being honest about yourself, being honest to yourself and saying that you can't make the change until you start being honest with yourself about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean when I say being honest to yourself. But it might take an outside source for some people. Some people might believe, like he might really believe that I'm gonna be there at 9 in the morning. When everybody else around that person, no, you're not. And then when the next day comes, guess what? At 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're getting calls with all types of excuses about why I ain't there. It was the traffic, or I had to run over here, or my shoes weren't tied, or whatever it was. So
Oh,
you
one
might
other
be.
thing I need to work on is procrastination. I'm gonna work on that. Just wait and see. I'm
wait,
going.
that's not the best way to describe that. Just wait and see.
She loves the word of God, not a big fan of religion. The word is a part of her. Okay. Oh, we got some goals here. Let's hold up. We got Carletta says, what was that?
Why don't we bring her in? All that typing.
I'm sorry. Did
Then
you
we
want to
tell
bring?
them how
Okay.
they had done.
We did.
We did.
We did.
We did.
Where's Tammy? I want to see some of Tammy's goals in here too.
She was up there. I know she said hi. She said hi. Carletta, do you want to come in and talk about your goals? Or Miss Don, they all typed theirs in. Y'all want to come in and talk? If y'all want to come in and talk about y'all goals, shoot me the thumbs up. I'll shoot you guys the link. We can bring you in for a second. You can talk about your goals. With that, why that we're gonna try to keep helping Nicole is because so personally we got closer walk with God. We got get better on the bass or pick the bass back up. That's it. That's your whole
Stop
year.
procrastinating. I told you I want to be a socialite. Y'all can and let me break that down. What I mean by socialite, not really like. Oh, I know I'm not going to be a woman of leisure.
Oh yes. Lord, no, we're not taking lies for our, in these goal lists. Oh, okay. Serious relationship with your career. All right. So, what was the yep to, Miss Kelly? Okay, Nicole. So we got closer walk with God, socialite.
Well, I just want to be able to. I'm tired of working, so I really don't want to work for anybody anymore, and I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I'm not a good salesperson. That's why I ain't never worked in sales. I'm just not, because I don't want to have to convince nobody to get nothing.
How do you, if you don't consider yourself, and this is also something that maybe I think to kind of, when you point the finger at one, there's three pointing back at you, right? I would say that this is something that we could all probably learn from, because to say that you're not a salesperson, like how would you, to be a socialite, you kind of have to sell yourself, not in the sense of like your body or anything, but like your personality. Like,
I did. That's why I changed it, and now I said not in that sense, in the sense of not having to work, still making money, and I could do what I want to do with my days.
So you want to be?
Go, Jay.
I did say anything because I really don't make resolutions, but I do have like a general direction of being a better person. Oh, okay. Okay. What?
I don't literally want to just be out there, because I don't want to socialize with people.
Yeah, so I think you just want to be an entrepreneur, not a socialite.
Right. I mean, that was kind of jokey, but just to let you know, I don't want a job.
But not want a job.
Look, not yet, God. Don't take it away. Like, okay.
You don't want a job, then you don't want to be an entrepreneur. That's
no. She just wants
that's
to be
not a job.
What's not a job?
Being an entrepreneur. There's a difference between careers, jobs.
Okay, in that sense, yes, I understand what you're saying.
For somebody.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So it's not the work aspect of it. It's just you don't want to be stuck in the mundane of doing something that you're really not interested
every
in.
day. I don't want to have to request time off. I don't want to, if I, get sick, now I need a doctor statement, or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to deal with all of that. I want to have to deal with I can't come visit y'all if I can't, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't got enough time, or
here come Miss Kelly, y'all. So while Nicole's getting her thoughts together.
My thoughts are together, sir.
Your thoughts are
together. Hey, beautiful.
I didn't know you had locks.
14 years.
I like your hair. It looks so healthy. I love your hair.
Thank you. I try.
I like it.
I wash it every once in a while.
Y'all became best friends over there, huh?
Are you jealous?
Ooh, yeah, sounds like jealousy to me.
all this hell on the screen but me. Hold on, let me take care of this right now. See if I can get me right here. Bam, how about that?
Oh.
Hey. Wow.
We had too much hair on the screen. I'm sorry. So okay, let's go with Miss Kelly. She got her goals. Like, I'm sorry. First, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How's things looking for you now with this hit?
Man,
how's the new job?
Great. I have competent people who actually want to help each other. It's awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
So now, how are we improving going into the year 2023?
I want to lose some more weight, which will put me under where I was before.
Okay.
So can I ask you a question? And I don't, because I don't know you, so I've never, well, you know, besides here, and I've never seen you. This is my first time seeing you, and you look beautiful. Your face
Thank
don't
you.
look all round, so I'm confused to where the weight coming from.
Well, actually, over the last 2 years, I lost 154 pounds.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So I was able to get under 200. Now I'm back over 200. So I want to get back under 200.
But she got a little height on her too, though. It ain't like she like 5'4". So
And I
Okay.
like lifting weights too.
right. She didn't
Wait.
become a gym rat. She like Danielle Jr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Junior.
Facts.
Yeah, so she stay in the gym. So with that, okay. So we have a weight loss goal. What other goals do we have going into it? Because that's a pretty simple. It's a pretty simple goal
Yeah, it's
for
really life.
somebody who
It's
works
really
out.
life.
Let me quantify that. I want nobody to get offended by saying losing fat is a simple goal. For somebody who works at it as hard as you do, it's a pretty simple goal. So what else are we looking to improve upon?
So I want to finish. I have that issue of procrastination too. So I'm trying to complete my life coach certification training
Okay.
before
And
the
what is
month
a
is
life
out.
coach going to do?
So basically, a life coach, basically what I've been doing for the last 13 years, working for the nonprofit, helping small businesses, right? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, as when you think about you a coach,
I am.
you you help people stay focused on what they're trying to get done. Just kind of
Mm-hmm.
reel them back in. So, okay, what are we doing? This is what we're doing, and kind of have that accountability partner.
That's one of my goals for the. That's one of my things on my vision board. I want to get somebody and help them with their business for the year. I'm saying to help them kind of grow their business. That's one of my.
Mm.
That's one of the things on my list. Because I keep
Yeah,
saying my vision board. I don't have an actual board. I got a list.
I
I
heard
think
they got digital vision boards now.
they
I heard
do.
they do. I heard they do. They have digital vision boards. You can do them on Pinterest now and things. But this is my first time ever doing a basically vision board, dream board, goal list for the year going into it. So what I have an abundance of things that I want to do going into the year. So like I said, I broke mine down mostly into quarters. Then they broke down into personal, into professional, and so I just kind of listed them out. And I was talking to Lil Cuz, which I call Jay Lil Cuz sometimes, y'all. So if you hear me say that, that's what I'm talking about. And earlier, even when I was talking to him about it, it was like as long as I can operate by just seeing the words, then it should also work for me. And that's my thing. As long as I can keep at the forefront of my memory what it is that we're supposed to be doing, then it'll show. The board behind me is my calendar. So what I usually do on the calendar is for the month, the things that I have to do in order to accomplish the goals I have. I put those on the calendar, hanging on my door. See, if you look in this mirror right here, that's the door that you're actually seeing. I have a whiteboard, so I'm going out. So what I do on the whiteboard is put smaller goals and bite-sized increments on the board. So when I get up, before going out the door, I kind of know what I'm trying to accomplish for the day. Right here, I don't have anything on because I just erased it, but this is my calendar. So every month, I go through my dry erase calendar and I put on what I'm supposed to be getting done for the month. So I try to break it down by weeks and what needs to be done for the month to get there. And then on the dry erase board at the door, it's smaller things that need to be taken care of. So,
I have a goal that I am kind of afraid of, if that makes sense, right? I think that specifically within our community, we don't always, we'll say we believe in ourselves and we'll say that, you know, I'm willing to try anything. But when it comes down to it, there's always especially when you have you have a certain level of stability. So, and this is not specifically my goal, but most people, our counterparts, they'll yes.
We got somebody waiting in the back room. I'm gonna bring them in, but you keep talking. I didn't want you to bring them in, and you thought that meant for you to shut up.
Okay. Our counterparts are quick to kind of, they'll have a 6-figure paying job and they'll leave that to go and fish on a boat for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? With really no worries. And I think that part of me wants to have that, for lack of better terms, not give a F, right? Um, to be able to kind of just go out on a whim and pursue a dream. You know what I mean? Not so much as obviously when you have responsibility, there's a level of, making sure that you can still sustain a certain level of living for all your responsibilities, but just trying to take a leap of faith and try something different. Because like Nicole said, like, I don't think anybody on this call wants to work for anybody. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to have that freedom to work for yourself, become an entrepreneur, but also understand that there's work within that as well. But just being able to take that leap is like that initial fear of being able to say, hey, look, this is what I want to do. It could be moving to a different state. It could be pursuing a dream, whatever. Like, I don't think
If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it.
I've heard that. I've definitely heard that.
Before we get too far, Linnell said he want to start back running, maybe do a few 5Ks. I want to do a 5K, but after that last running experience of y'all, them shin splints, boy, I mean, I got to ease back into it. I'm a biker now. So like, I'd rather ride my bike. I mean, running, I don't know. Going into it. Miss Dawn, Shaka, how we doing?
Hi.
Happy New
Hi,
Year.
Oh,
everybody.
sister.
Say hello to Miss
Welcome,
Kelly.
welcome.
Say hello to Miss Kelly. Hold on, where she
Hi,
at? Right
hi,
there.
Miss Kelly.
There we go.
Hey, Miss Jack. We Facebook friends now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Your goal is to allow that man to love her. Okay.
Huh?
I'm reading
So I
one of the
wanted
comments.
to comment real quick. Tammy, y'all be calling her Tammy, right? Not
Yeah,
Tamara, or was it
Okay.
Tamara?
Tammy.
Because I asked this before.
Just go with Tammy. It's easy.
Just go with Tammy.
Okay. But she was saying I would have to find time, or I guess in the free time find things to do or whatever, I guess, so you don't get bored. But so like when I first moved to Houston, I didn't work for 2 years and I loved it. Only reason why I was like it's time for work because my money started to be like, okay, girl. But besides that, I was like happy. That was the happiest time of my life. I was still
Doing
able
what?
to do little things. I didn't
Well,
work.
you might be able to offer Miss Kelly some advice. One of her goals is to singing professionally. Is it? Didn't you say singing
Yeah,
professionally?
I want
That's one thing I
to
did.
train. I want to focus
Train to become a professional singer.
because I used to do it in the past.
Okay.
I used to sing for bands and backup like years ago, but I haven't been doing it in the last 13 years, and so I want to get back to it.
But if you're already doing it, then there should be no training really necessary, right?
I haven't been vocalizing. I haven't been warming up. I haven't been practicing. I haven't been doing anything.
So we need some me's
So
and some mo's and okay.
Not some
Okay.
moves.
All right, Miss Don, what we got going on with goals over here? You got personal goals or professional goals?
Professional and like the one personal for the weight loss and well, I guess the financial would be more personal too.
So the weight loss goal, is this just like something you just saying gonna happen, or are we gonna implement something to make it happen?
Well, I mean, I've been doing little things, I've been intermittent fasting. I eat a lot more raw vegetables.
That's easier for you than most people.
Because I like adult smoothies.
No, because you grow the vegetables.
Well, yes, I guess so. And then I've been implementing like this yoga video I found on YouTube. It's like 10 minutes. So I do that in the morning to kind of stretch my body out. And I've noticed the difference in my digestion. Along with like some supplements I've been taking, like mushrooms and sea moss, burdock root, things like that with the elderberry.
Okay. So weight loss is a running theme across the board, I think, for everybody. We got Little Nail in the comments. He want 20 pounds. Shaka Don want 20. Miss Kelly want 20. Jamarcus want 20. I'm in a weight loss challenge for 20. So
Well, yeah, I do want to start implementing what do you call it? Toning with the weights, like doing some more weight, using more weights in my routine.
I find it easier for people when they first start to work out to actually go to a gym. It's harder for people, especially in the onset, to work out at home and to stay consistent. It takes a different type of person to kind of stay consistent at home for weight training. Most of the time at home, like if you're doing videos with like, what was the like big things back in the day? The Tybo or P90X and things of that nature. Those things, since with the fad that they were on, they made it easier to work out at home. But I find,
hey, is Nicole stuck? Is Nicole frozen?
She probably is. She probably using that $9.99 internet. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna have to get an account to put money aside for a gym membership because right now I don't have that. It's not in the budget, so I'm just gonna have to be more diligent.
This is the thing, though. I mean, there are different ways now. You have friends. I mean, go on somebody else's membership.
Huh?
So was it just me that went out?
Yes, it was just you.
It was.
And I'm gonna tell you this, Nicole. This how dirty me and Jamarcus are. We ain't noticed you went out. It took Carletta to be like, hold on, Nicole froze. Why?
Wait a minute. Why'd you throw me under the bus? I knew she went out.
Bro. We a team, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I thought everybody was gone because I didn't cut me out. Everybody boxes just went black.
Oh no!
Y'all didn't see my comment in the comments. Like, what happened?
I did just see that. That one was private. Y'all wouldn't see that.
Oh yeah. So Nicole, it was all you. Michael, I have a bicycle. I got a good bicycle too. I got one that folds up. I can throw it in the back of the car. So in the spring and the summertime, because we had just started riding right toward the end of the summer this year. So like we started off running, and I figured out we couldn't run. What did we do? What we do? Like 3 miles when we ran that day?
Yep. I ran the first day and bought a bike the next week.
And I ran for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I figured out I couldn't do it. My shins wasn't taking it. You know what I'm saying? So I went and bought a bike.
For you, yeah. But that's the makings of shin splints and Charlie horses.
And they are true. Shin splints are real. So I mean, at that point, I would have to ease back into it. I think what it was, we jumped into it with a very, very manly, you know what I'm saying, with a very, very prideful thing. It was like we hadn't ran it forever, you know what I'm saying, and we went in there running miles. It wasn't like we're gonna do a half a mile, we're gonna do one around. No, we were very lofty with our goals. And the thing is, once you set the goal, you got to see it through, my boy.
Got to see it through.
So
and Shaka, you might want to check out Chicago Park districts near you. They usually have gyms where you can like go and work out, and especially now it's probably really empty and like real cheap. I mean, like $10-15 or something like that.
If you're in the area, it might be like $5 if you're in the area.
Oh, okay. I know they got one over off of 87.
Yeah, you're telling too much. You can get your address and everything.
I didn't get my address.
I said you was about to. Delicia, she says she's gonna open a daycare in April. Okay, where's it gonna be at?
Oh, yeah.
Now, is that somebody that's been regular and changed their name?
No, that's somebody who comes in every week and watches but doesn't usually comment.
Oh, hi, welcome.
Welcome to the live show.
Is this a goal to outsource the virtual call center, or I don't understand what that is? So with that, so
Alicia got a business.
She has a virtual call center.
Oh, yeah. That's what's up.
Oh, that's
the daycare is going to be in. Oh, that's in Indiana. The daycare is going to be in Lake Station, Indiana. So
That's
Now,
dope.
So yeah, Jay had said something too. I wanted to go back to that. He had said something. I don't know if this is exactly what you were saying, but this is what I took away from it. Haven't you might have said this? Something like that's exactly what I said, but
Why you talk like that?
having more confidence. And I know I need more
who needs
confidence.
to have more confidence? Me?
When he was talking about business wise and having confidence to take that leap of faith or whatever. But I know for me, I need to have more confidence in myself, period, in every aspect, because I've always just kind of downplay everything about myself. You know what I'm saying? Always. It's one thing to be modest, but I kind of feel like a lot of times when I look at certain things, when I look at people like back in the day, like people that like sing, right? And they have these they might not even sing that good, but they have people behind them, helping them, pushing them, and this or that. And it's like, man, they got all these people, rallying behind them, and they ain't even that good. You know what I'm saying? But they confidence. And sometimes I'd be like, man, I need that confidence. Or even people in the looks department, they be like, shoes, I'd be like, man, I need that confidence. While
That's
I'm sitting
me.
here worried
Shoot,
about my
not
little gut.
always.
So
They
you
wearing their bikinis, living their big life, and I'm worried about a little pouch, a little roll on the back,
They big life or they best life?
But I'm saying they ain't worried about what nobody else got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because they
What's the
confident.
platform, Miss Delisha?
I'm pretty sure that was a type of ass.
so you
What's with the name called?
But I do be worried about, ain't nobody. A lot of times I wouldn't have birthday parties or something because I would feel like ain't nobody
Hey,
gonna come.
this is the thing though. I think for confidence, it takes accomplishments. When you don't have confidence already. So in order to kind of get it, because you ain't gonna be able to tell yourself, I just need to get more confidence this year. You know what I'm saying? What it takes is accomplishments. Like to achieve many goals. So you got to kind of start setting some type of goals and start doing the thing. Because I think the more stuff that you bring into fruition, then it allows your brain and yourself to know things are accomplishable, that you can get things done. But you have to start by doing something. It don't have to be something big, but you need to start setting goals for yourself so you can start attaining goals. It
I
could be
mean, but
smaller things.
when I look back on my life and I tell certain people, oh, I did this, I got this, boom, boom, boom. A lot of people say, oh, wow,
I
you
bet
got
that's right.
you got a bachelor's degree, oh, you got a master's degree, oh, you've been to
I got a
Jamaica, you've
master's
been to
degree.
Mexico. I've sang background for artists on Columbia Records. I've done background for and where Destiny's Child was for and Jagged Edge, we were there with them doing the same show. I've done a lot of stuff that people would be like, oh wow, you did this. But to me, it don't feel like a lot.
Because you don't look for it. Like you don't. I don't want to say you don't want a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna make it seem like, oh, she don't want shit. But you know what I'm saying? I think at that time you were just kind of living in the moment and you weren't thinking about stepping out and doing things that on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you take that and think of it as about group activity. Like when you were doing it, it was us who did this, and it wasn't you who did those things. So now it's a shift in trying to say we want you to step out and do something professionally on your own. Like to step out and just tell you to be an entrepreneur, that's a totally different realm now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a scary world to be in when you're used to doing moving in a different direction. So you have to build that confidence to be able to step over there and do that. And that's
And
just
that's
me.
true.
Also,
That is very true. Because like with the bands, right? People always say, why don't you start your own band? Start your own band. And I always just kind of felt like, hey, I'm going to get some gigs or whatever. But then like the last band I was in, he literally would be like, hey, can you please get this day off? I need you. I'm trying to book this weekly. So I need you to make sure you can do this gig so we can book this gig to be regular. And then if I can't make it after they book it, he'll hire in the sub, but he would use me to secure the spot.
I think what also comes with that to help build confidence is you have to have a healthy level of selfishness. There has to be a moment where you put you first.
Are you calling me selfish?
No, no.
Okay.
But I think that most confident people
I am.
most confident people have a healthy level of selfishness. Now, that's not to say that it's to the detriment of your, personality, but you kind of want to also understand that in order for you to move forward and be the best you, like you got to kind of put
You
the
got to
best.
put your mask on
Right.
first.
You got to, but you have to put the best version of you out, and in order to do that, you have to kind of take a step back and have some self care. Make sure that you're right. Make sure that you feel confident because you could I could tell you till I'm blue in the face that I think you're beautiful, right? But if you don't believe that you're beautiful inside, like what is me telling you that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to have that internal selfishness to understand exactly what it is that you're trying to project.
Mhm. And I,
I
I
agree
think,
with
like
that.
you already brought up, the fact that you're doing these things on a regular basis. I think when you repeat and continuously do or practice, that builds a confidence, right? Because you've done it, you've been there, you've done that. I'm like, oh, okay. Uh, so a lot of the things you mentioned that people were impressed about, you were like, oh, okay. Well, I was just doing it because
Hmm.
you've been there, you've done that, and you already had that confidence anyway. So it sounds like it's already there. It just needs to.
You just need somebody to push her to do the thing, and then it'll get done. But it's a mixture of complacency and procrastination. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a lack of confidence. I think it's the fact of a lack of not having the knowledge about what needs to be done. So like I think if we decided, okay, this is what we're doing or whatever, and we just pushed her out and said, okay, this is what we got to do. You're gonna do this here, and it was there. Confidence is not, you know what I'm saying, lacking. Is the fact of she has to take the steps to do it herself. You know what I'm saying, and there's no need for it because right now she's okay in her life. You know what I'm saying, it's not what she wants to be by any standard. You know what I'm saying, and yes, there's room for improvement, but she's not hurting in this situation. You know what I'm saying, the kids being taken care of, she's being taken care of. Yes, she's working like a slave to take care of this, but those things are still being done. Rent's being paid. You know what I'm saying, they're not trying to come get a car. You know what I'm saying, so there's no urgency to say, oh, I need to go and do something else and secure my own bag at this point. So there's no urgency for her. So she's complacent in this situation. And I think most of it is right now they're working her too hard. It's like you tell anybody when you're doing something that is not what you were created to do. Basically, I mean, like what the inside of you innately, it feels like work. And at any time, so you're gonna get tired of that.
I think 90% of the people walking this earth aren't doing what they were created to do. Um,
I believe that.
and there are so many people that I don't want to say walk aimlessly, but just don't. Did Shaka go to sleep?
I'm still up.
She always, every time I talk to
That's a
her, she be
cool look.
chilling, laid back. Like,
That's a cool look.
Do I really?
yes, every time you be chilling.
No, but there's a lot of people that aren't walking really in their purpose, right? They kind of just don't know exactly what it is that they want to do, and they're kind of just living,
Me.
I
existing.
mean, some
I
people
don't even
got to
want to
be
say
the,
living. I'll just
the
say existing.
consumer, right? Or some people got to be the worker bee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Everybody.
saying that. I'm not saying that everybody's calling is to be a boss, but I'm also saying that everybody's calling is probably not what they're doing at the moment too. You may not be suited to be in the jail where you are. You're probably supposed to be figuring out whatever that business is that you want to create. There's people that work at Target that probably should be working at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that everybody is supposed to be at the top because there are a lot of people that don't want the responsibility of being a boss. You know what I mean? They don't want the responsibility of being responsible for other people or having to stick their neck out for someone else's work. You know what I mean? It's not for everybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean that where you are at this moment is exactly what you should be doing.
I think too, when you do step out, I think in the back of our minds, we live in a society when you actually step out into your passion and what's unusual, people try to whack you back, like, Well, why are you doing that? That's extra. As opposed to I'm I'm living on the planet with the talent God gave me, I'm gonna do it. And that's and a lot of times, those outside voices get in our heads and we're like, okay, maybe I should sit down somewhere.
Okay. I don't want to talk about them outside voices because that's going to take us to a whole nother conversation. Let's figure out now business goals. Well, professionally, does anybody have any professional goals? We have talked about our personal goals, but we're going to get into is anything professionally that we need to do going to the year 2023. Shaka, what you dancing over there?
I know.
No,
She
it's
had
in
some
my
interesting in the store about the having your items in the stores. I think that's a awesome
yeah.
goal.
Say that
I'm
again.
looking to see if I can get. I said yes. I was on my list is about achieving
Hold on one
2
second.
to 3.
Hold on one second. I apologize for this also, but for the people out of Openyanation who does not know, Shaka is the proprietress of After Effects All Natural Skincare line. So the product that she's talking about is her natural skincare product, which houses body butters. Do you still do lip balms?
No.
Okay, so body butters. I know she got beard soap, beard oil, face scrubs, body scrubs,
Soaps.
soap,
Lotion.
lotion. No, not lotion. Use lotion. I
Yeah,
know she does elderberry.
lotion is seasonal, so I bring that out when the spring hits. But the body
Okay, lotion
butters
for
I
the
like the
spring.
winter.
She does
And then
elderberry
the
syrup.
elderberry. Mhm.
Do you do elderberry tablets still?
No. Well, I do the
Okay.
capsules, but I have put those on the back burner right now.
Okay.
I'm
So
trying to
with that,
scale down.
good idea. So okay, now go back to the getting into the stores. I just wanted y'all to know what she's putting in the stores.
So yes, my one on my list is to acquire 2 to 3 wholesale accounts for my soaps, and also for the elderberry syrup to get into some stores there.
Okay. That's the goal for that's what you're shooting
For
for the
this
year.
year. Yes, for
For the
this
year.
year.
Are you thinking big box or local?
Local, smaller, like even like health food stores, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Tamarcus, do
It's an
you have?
organization called I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's an organization called Greater Southwest. They're like on 63rd and Pulaski, I want to say. They are really good at helping small businesses. If you ever want to go to like a big box like a Jewel's or even like a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's, they they're really good at helping businesses scale up
To
to
get
do
to
that.
those
Oh,
points.
greater. You said Greater Southwest.
I can send you a link.
Okay, thank you.
I keep telling y'all every week. I let her the plug.
Oh yeah, and the other week you called me a heifer.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
I think I
Like, this
called
heifer
you
know
on that too.
everything.
I think I called
See,
you on that too.
But that was a compliment. See,
A
I said you know
heifer?
everything. I said you know everything. See, you the plug. Jay, do you have any professional goals?
You better be glad I like you.
See, that's why I can say it.
Another Negro would have got it.
My biggest professional goal is to, I think I mentioned this last week, but it's just to be less talk, more action. There are multiple, like I said, we've had multiple ideas, and actually, Shaka, I need to get with you because after we had our conversation last week when LaVille came up with the bright idea of us getting together on fragrances, I actually researched some things. So I'm going to text you or call you tomorrow, one of the two, because I got some stuff I was thinking about. But it's just to be more hands-on, less talky, getting shit done. Now, there's been multiple ideas that I've let fall to the wayside just because I'll start something and then something else will catch my eye and it's like, oh, okay, let's go here. And then my hands in so many pots and then I'll just drop all of them. So it's time to kind of just hone in on one thing and get her done. Point blank. Period.
Miss Kelly, do you have any professional goals? Any professional things you need to get accomplished this year?
Yeah, I have got to get on my website, social media stuff in order. I'm very upset with myself. I should way have been got
It's something
my
missing off of that list.
oh, in my writing. Yeah, I got to finish my book.
You writing a book?
She
I
writes
do
poetry.
storytelling. I write
Oh,
poetry
yeah.
and I do storytelling. So there's different uh
That's the website,
places.
right? The website is for the storytelling, isn't it?
Yeah, the website is for the storytelling, and I plan on adding the life coach piece uh to it because it's part of the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really love performing arts, storytelling, and poetry. So I got to get my website like for real, for real. So linked up to my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, and make that stuff generate.
Okay. All right. Tasha, we didn't get your goals on here either. Don't think you are getting away. We need to know what you got going on into the year.
I want to put a goal out for opinionated, just so we kind of keep you all can keep our feet to the fire. But one of our biggest goals this year is to have opinionated be monetized. So
One of
that's
my things is I think I want to switch over and go more YouTube than Facebook. I want to push YouTube platform a little more than Facebook. But that goes back to what I was saying earlier about the social media presence. So, well, me and Jay have been talking. So there's some things that I just going to take on more responsibility to do because we were waiting around for some things to happen in a different vein than they were. So it's just we got editing got to be done. We need to bring in somebody to help with editing, clipping up videos with the cloud on it. How we got 2 years worth of videos stored that need to be clipped up. It's a lot of back end work that we need to do that we were fussing about somebody else not doing, and at the time we were fussing, we still were not doing ourselves. So with those things, there's some back end work we need to take care of on that. But pushing forward with opinionated goal wise, we're going into a actual space within the first quarter. So it's going to be a different look by the end of the first quarter. Nicole is still going to be, of course, um, via satellite because of the fact that she's in a different state. But other
So
than that,
I'll
we'll
be
be.
on a big projector behind them, like a big screen. I'll make sure my background looks more professional. I'll probably make sure my makeup is done every
You gonna have
time.
filters and everything. Just
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll have that part done. We're looking to do a bit of an overhaul going into the second quarter. The first quarter, we're still ending our year basically within the first quarter, getting some things set show wise and ready to jump and do some other things. So I don't know if we have. Maybe we'll put the goal list out for opinionated in it. Nice painting, Nicole.
Hmm.
I'm getting the painting behind you. There was a nice painting.
Oh, who said that? Linnell?
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did that painting. That was
I
probably
bet.
one of his first paintings. That was a picture of me when I was 11. No, yeah, 11.
Oh,
So
That looks like a
sweet.
slave picture.
nobody but him. Nobody but him.
I have a ton of goals professionally. I don't know. They told me just to curse over. I mean, just to kind of glaze over them.
Might
So
have been
yes, man,
12. Sorry.
that's cool. So yeah, I do got professional goals. I think my biggest thing I want to do is with the Dalton Bears. I want to make sure we getting grants in this year. Um, and I want to restructure the Dalton Bears because how it was set up going in, it's set up as a 501c3, a not for profit, but we're not operating as a business. We still operating like a mom and pop. You know what I'm saying? So like we're not out actively pursuing sponsorships, getting in donations. We're not building funds. So at the end of every year, we're back to zero, or it's in the hole going into next year because everything with the organization right now is based off of registration fees going in. And, you can't run your organization off registration fees in order to be successful. I mean, it is possible to do, but in order to run it as a true business, which it should be, since it's a corporation, not for profit. So my main goal for the Dalton Bears is to kind of just restructure and have it set up correctly. Maybe bring a couple of employees in under that. I do have some people who I would love to employ because they really gave a lot to the organization with that. That's my main, not my main goal, but that's one of my bigger professional goals. But other than that, there's a lot of small things. We got a merch line, and we got a merch business that the only tagline or the only dot under it says is "Get it done." That's the only bullet point it says for it on my list. Construction, I got just scaling back with construction. Going into fitness. There's a lot of things I want to do fitness wise this year, and I want to get back into doing events. I'm probably gonna do a vending event this year. I want to do another show, and I'm going to do a couple fitness camps, so boot camps, and I might get into actual group sessions. I wasn't a big fan of group sessions, but a couple of my clients, they fuss at me about not doing group training. So I'll probably do some group sessions with fitness. There are a couple other smaller things that I got going on professionally, but y'all told me not to get into everything because that'll monopolize the show. So we'll stop there.
Yeah, we running low on time, sir.
Okay, all right. I'm good. I'll leave it alone. Next week when y'all do see when I come back, my calendar here will be filled out. I'll probably change a couple things over on the dry erase board. Only thing I won't change, I mean, I don't know if you can't probably see what it says, but the tagline on the top, it just says how much is enough. And that's basically asking me how much do I need to get to anything. That's basically monetarily, emotionally, friend-wise, how much is enough of what I need for anything. So that kind of stays, but then everything else under it changes. So next week they'll be filled out because of going into the new quarter. I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I got another goal. I gotta give me some new blinds. It's another one of my goals. Give me some new blinds.
That's light work. That's real light work for you.
Like real ghetto up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Had the baby J.
Is that it? Anything else we need to know goal wise going into this new year? Anybody need any help with their goals?
I just gotta give me some consistent sales. Like
that comes. I think you're saying that wrong.
Huh?
I think you said that wrong.
What I say wrong?
You said you need to get consistent sales. I think you're supposed to be saying you need to get consistent and better marketing.
Consistent better marketing. Y'all like my reels that I be putting out?
Most of them I don't, but you know what I'm saying, that's another day.
Why you hating on my reels?
The sales come from your marketing plan. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all a question. I'm sorry.
People. Yes.
Can I ask you a question, Mel?
Yes.
Because this is something I don't understand because I'm not a marketer. If you have a certain amount of people like on Instagram, I don't understand how people be going viral. Just like us, right? We've been doing the show and people seem to like the show.
Okay.
How do some people just all of a sudden reach so many people?
If you notice, most of the thing that goes viral is a controversial thing or something like that. Like it's a small little thing. It's not just like a normal conversation. It's either a big argument that blows up, or somebody says something very controversial on it, or
a silly dance.
The dance, or a kid is involved doing something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just reshared so many times where people see some type of interest in it, where they figure somebody else needs to see it, so they just reshare it. The viralness is on how many times it's been reshared by people, and people trying to put it in front of other people. That's what makes it go viral. It's not just the fact that they put it on Instagram and Instagram decided it was viral, or Facebook decided it was viral.
Yeah, and also
no, I understand that. I'm just like, how do you get it to reach so many people? Is it like you got to do it on TikTok? Because TikTok is like random, right? I don't have a TikTok.
Well, all of them now have.
I think it's all again. It's a luck of the draw. It's just you just happen to, like some people say, oh man, I didn't realize this video was gonna go viral.
I think it just takes to get it takes a certain clip to get in the right person's hands, right? If you get a clip in somebody's hand who may have, a bigger following than you, then they may, their reach right now, our reach isn't that long. So if we get it to somebody with 10,000 followers, they have multiple people that'll probably see it and then repost it. And from there, you kind of seed out from there. So I don't necessarily think it matters the platform, because even now on Instagram, I'm pretty sure if you scroll through, there's a ton of people on your feed that you don't even follow. So it's just one, getting in the algorithm, and then two, getting it in front of somebody with a little bit of, I don't even want to say influence, but just a big enough following.
Audience.
Yeah. And they even have the option now where influencers
So
can
what's
just straight
considered
out
private?
buy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they got it now on Instagram.
Yeah.
You get a certain number of followers.
Yeah.
They can subscribe to your channel now and cost them $5 a month, I think, or $3 or $2, whatever you set for it, depending on how many. You have to have a certain number of followers before you can start. They can subscribe, and what that does, it kind of guarantees that they see all of your content, because people have been complaining that your even if you have 1 million followers and you put a video out, all million of your followers don't get to see that video, because of the fact, I'm saying, how the platforms have it set up now, so that it only reaches a certain number of people. Unless you pay to have it boosted, then it'll put it in front of some more people, and that still doesn't mean it's going to put it in front of the people who are following you.
That's crazy. What's the point of having all these followers if they
Well,
gonna
they
pick
say
and
the
choose?
new flag,
What you say?
they say the app fan base, they're different than that. They don't do that. They allow it to be seen by everybody.
That's not
They were
true.
interviewing
It's
Isaac Hayes the third.
I was gonna say fan base is black owned, right?
Oh yeah, fan base. Yeah, but fan base is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were going under.
I haven't heard that.
I heard it.
Nope.
Yeah, but the thing
They
is, though,
just
like
did
with
their
Instagram,
second wave.
I heard a explanation of it, and it made sense to me. That they say, if you take NBC, when the Super Bowl comes on, there's a million people who watching it, and NBC gets paid $360,000 for a 30-second commercial on that time, because that's how many people are on there. And say Instagram or whatever, just think about the fact that they basically giving you that platform where you have that many people on there, and then they won't make any money basically for you putting your content in front of that many people, or for advertisers putting their commercials or their videos on your page in front of that many people, so that they losing money. So they have to take it and figure out a way
They got to
to
get their cut.
right.
It said that they got to get their cut, basically.
Which is
Right.
where they talk
Same
about
thing Linnell
boosting
said here.
your video or whatever. It's because you paid money. So it's like the commercials, paying. It all comes down to the dollar.
Yeah.
You get more
'Cause
views when you pay to putting it up there and doing it free, with your hashtags. That's it.
It sucks for the creator, especially when like you
Mhm.
had a pretty decent following, and then they shadow ban you out of nowhere just to kind of tailor how many people get to
Yeah.
view you. So now they can justify saying, "Hey, I'll charge you $10 to boost your post." You know what I mean? It sucks for the creator, but that's the way. It's business, right?
Yep.
It was bound
Yeah.
to happen.
And actually, I was watching this video the other day. It was a brawl fight in a restaurant where this worker caught a chair that was thrown at her, and it went viral. But the person who posted said they posted that 2 years ago, and
Yep.
it just now
There
went
are
And it's
viral.
just not caught on.
there are tons of videos that go viral years after they were created. There's a video. They still have Vines now that are going viral now, and Vine doesn't even exist anymore. So
Right.
it's,
But that's because people are reposting stuff. They're going back through their old cache, and you know what I'm saying, that you repost a video. That's one of the things they tell you to do, like when you're trying to build your media. Say, hey, your old videos, if it was 2-3 years old, repost that video, put it back out. Especially if you think you had a gym when you put that video out, say repost it again. You know what I'm saying, because it's always to a different audience, and it's always probably going to get seen by a different group of people. And all it takes is one person in that group of people to see it, to share it with somebody else, who's going to share it with somebody else, who's going to share it with somebody else. And that's just how going viral actually works most of the time.
That's why I can't wait till my beard commercials, you know, they come back. My beard reels come through. I can't wait till those come so I can post those so those can go. Or I be, boy, I just can't wait. I can't wait.
So we want to thank y'all for coming out today. Ms. Shaka, we appreciate you coming on talking to us. Miss Kelly, we appreciate you. We finna get y'all up out of here so we can say our goodbyes. You know, goodbye, Miss Shaka.
Did you boot her?
Hey,
See you,
thanks
Miss
for letting
Kelly.
me in.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys
Yes, we
for
appreciate
joining.
you.
Oh,
We
damn.
appreciate
I'm
you
late.
sitting with us.
Huh?
So on
I
that
think
note,
Shaka
I
wanted
think
to say bye. Shaka, say bye.
say bye.
Say bye.
She gone.
She gone. Okay. Okay, bam.
We definitely appreciate you all for taking the time out to sit with us.
All right. Anything else y'all want to tell us? Tell it on YouTube. The more likes, the higher in the search. Right.
I think each platform, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, the algorithms are really based off of whatever they decide. I know with Instagram, there's a combination of how many times you post a picture, how many times you go live, how many times you post a video, and your likes. So each platform has different ways that they formulate their algorithms. Obviously they tell you to like because it'll supposed to, obviously the more likes you have, the higher your chances are coming up on the algorithm, just as a suggestion for people to watch. But really, I don't know that we'll ever really know the truth behind that.
Yeah, I think YouTube, they say it's the likes and hitting the like, the notification, and it's how long a person stays in the video.
Well, those are three different things, right? So the likes is what's supposed to put you in the algorithm. The how long a person stays in your video counts towards your view. If a person doesn't watch, I believe it's like 80 to 85% of your video, then you don't get a view for it, which would affect you monetarily. And then the notification is because of your videos being outside of the algorithm. It's for the people that follow you to be notified every time you drop a video. So they should get that notification even if you're not in the algorithm. Just because they follow you, it'll let them know, hey, Opinionated just posted a new video. Go check it out.
Okay. Miss Shaka Don, I was not being rude. We brought you back in. You blanked out on us. We
Ain't
thought you left.
Why you keep saying this we shit?
Because she did. She blanked out on us. When I brought her back in, I was like, come in, say goodbye. And then what she do? Didn't it just tank out like she had left? Like she black screened us.
She blank screened us after you kicked out.
I brought her back in. Remember, I put her out and I brought her right back in.
You keep skipping the fact that you put her out.
But I brought her right back in.
But I brought her in.
And it wasn't like I hung up the phone. I said, okay, we're gonna get you up out of here so we can say our goodbyes. You know what I'm saying? All right, Miss Dawn, thank you for coming. We're gonna get you out of here. Boop, she was gone. And I brought her back in and said, hey, go and say your goodbyes. And she didn't say her goodbyes. Right? Uh-oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that. You got to sell. This is really what Opinionated is all about. That right there.
She didn't get to say goodbye. We told her to. She wouldn't say. She was being too cool. She was too cool for school. She was chilling, with this one.
Look, Jay.
Isn't it like Floyd Mayweather? So, did you get your question answered?
About?
I don't know.
Who said?
Right there.
I don't know which question.
I don't know either. I don't remember you asking a question.
I mean, I asked the question about how do you get
about going viral?
Oh, not really, because I still don't understand how I mean, I guess basically you saying it's just luck. But if you have a small following and you're putting out,
I don't think it, but it's not really based on your. You can go viral without having any following, really. It's just the fact of somebody seeing your video and deeming it something that they want to share with somebody.
That's kind of how. I don't want to go back to it, but that's kind of how Charleston White got famous.
Yeah,
he was really nobody, and
Just
somebody
saying something stupid that somebody thought was really stupid and reposted. Listen, somebody come look at this. Would you look
and
at
it wasn't
this?
like they supported what he was saying. They was like, listen to this fool. I mean, let me say, man, did y'all see dude talking crazy? You know what I'm saying? And he doubled down on it. And he's like, oh shit, this is what they want to see. Okay. Now y'all done put me in front of y'all. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna keep saying this stupid stuff.
Man.
And that's what it was. I'm not in the market to say the stupid stuff. I feel like you got to defend that, you know what I'm saying, at any point. You got to stand on that. That ain't my personality. So, but with that being said, I hope everybody's goal get accomplished. I still, like I said, I still in the market. I think I want to help somebody with their business outside of myself with their business this year. So if somebody wants some help,
help me.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what I've been working on when we cut out, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. Okay.
All right, because we about to cut out in like half a second here. So yeah, I mean, like,
damn it. I meant to bring up the whole Dana White thing. We could touch on that next week. Because it's been a bunch of
Wheel of Fortune, Dana White?
No. That's Vanna White.
Oh, Vanna White, yeah. Never mind.
The owner of the UFC, Dana White, a white male who was videotaped beating his girlfriend up in the bar, and nobody's talking about it. So I kind of wanted to touch on that, and it slipped my mind earlier, but we don't have enough time. So remind me next week to bring that back, because we got to talk about the disparity between how the media, social media, differentiates punishment for black and white people. Not even black men and white men, but also black women and white women, because it's the most shit that there's multiple examples of this shit that we can show, and not much really happens. But I digress. We'll go back and we can talk about this next week.
All right. Well, with that, thanks everybody for coming out. We appreciate all the conversation as always. We hope your new year was great. We hope going into this year, you have a very great year and get everything accomplished that you want to get accomplished. Check us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification, follow.
Share, like, tell a friend, share, help us go viral, get this clip to somebody who has a bigger reach than us. Maybe we can say some shit about Charleston White next week, get him to say something about us. We can get it back and forth. Boom.
I wound up going where he had and whooping his ass. All right, with that, I think that's about it. We are out.